Together, we're making healthier, light and fluffy peanut butter banana pancakes with a simple peanut butter syrup. They're gluten-free with oat flour, and the syrup has a secret ingredient that adds protein, flavor, and creaminess. And it's all naturally sweetened with bananas and maple syrup. Hello, I'm Nicole Bonilla, and if you love healthier recipes made with all natural ingredients, then you are in the right place. To make this really simple pancake batter, we're going to start with 2 very ripe bananas, and you'll want them to have these large brown spots on the outside because that means they are at their maximum level of sweetness. So I'm just going to peel my bananas, drop them onto a plate, and mash them with a fork. And then we're going to end up with about 1 cup of mashed bananas that we'll add to our bowl. Next, we'll add the rest of our wet ingredients, which includes 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of milk, and almond milk is my favorite, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1 tablespoon of oil, and avocado oil is my favorite, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then we'll just whisk these together until they're well combined. To make these gluten-free and healthier, we're going to add oat flour, and you can buy some from the store or you can blend your own. All you need is to take some old-fashioned oats or some quick oats, put them into a high-speed blender and blend them for about 20 to 30 seconds, and then you will have a very fine oat flour just like mine. So we're going to add 1.5 cups of oat flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we'll just whisk these together until it's well combined. And now we have a very deliciously smelling pancake batter. Now to cook our pancakes, you'll want to bring a fry pan over a medium to a medium-low heat. Now if your pan is nonstick like mine, you won't have to spray it first, but if it's not, then you might want to spread a little bit of melted butter in the bottom of your pan. Then as soon as our pan is nice and warm, we'll go ahead and pour in about 1/4 cup of pancake batter. And then as soon as you start to get those bubbles on top and it smells toasted, get our spatula underneath and flip it over. Now this is a little more toasted than I would prefer, which means we need to turn our heat down just a little bit. Because if our heat is too high, then our pancakes are going to brown too quickly on the outside, and then they'll still be a little bit gooey on the inside. So we want to find that perfect temperature to where they're getting just lightly browned on the outside and then cooked all the way through. And this will vary depending on your cooktop and your pan. So with a little bit lower heat, we'll go ahead and add 1/4 cup of our batter. And then as soon as we see those bubbles starting to form on top, we can go ahead and get our spatula underneath our pancake and flip it over. And then we have this beautiful lightly golden color on the top. And that did not quite make it to the center of my pan, so I'll just move my pan over a little. And then as soon as it's toasted on the bottom, we'll go ahead and scoop it right up out of our pan and then continue with the rest of our batter. And now we have this incredible stack of some peanut butter banana pancakes. We'll go ahead and set these aside while we make our syrup. To make this really easy sauce, we're going to start with cottage cheese. And I love using it because it has a very mild flavor, but it adds tons of protein and other nutritional benefits. And once you blend it smooth, you no longer have that curdled texture. So in a food processor or blender or chopper cup with my immersion blender, we're going to start with 1/2 cup of cottage cheese. And you can use any variety that you like, including non-fat or low-fat. I prefer to use the full fat to get the most creaminess. And as our natural sweetener, we're going to add 1/3 cup of maple syrup and 1/4 cup of natural unsweetened peanut butter, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and a couple pinches of salt. Now if you're using it as a sauce, you can just mix it together as is, and then it's going to have a thicker consistency. But if you want to use it as a syrup, then you'll want to add a little bit of milk to it to help thin it out. Now I'm just going to put on the lid and then blend it until it's smooth and creamy. This looks fantastic and it is ready for our pancakes. To assemble our pancakes, I'm going to start with a pancake and then add a spoonful of our peanut butter sauce on top. I dare you to do this without smiling. And just for fun, I'll add a couple slices of fresh banana and a few peanuts to add a little crunchy texture, and a few mini chocolate chips, because why not? And then make sure we get a bite with all of our different textures. Oh, this looks good. Crunchy. That is so good. I probably shouldn't say this with my mouth full. This seriously takes a wholesome breakfast to another level of delicious. As soon as you bite in, you get the light, fluffy texture of the pancake, which has the most delicious natural banana and peanut butter flavor. And then you get the sweetness coming in from the peanut butter syrup. And then you get the little bit of crunch from the added peanuts as well as those mini chocolate chips. And I loved having just the fresh banana on top just to seal the deal. Now, of course, this is a treat and will need to be eaten in moderation, but I love knowing that it's made with clean, natural ingredients, which means I'm going to feel just as good even after I eat it. And I love being able to share my creatively healthy recipes so that you can enjoy them too. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today in my kitchen. And I've included a link to the full recipe, and it's in the video description below. And that will take you to my website, gentletummy.com. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone else you think would love this recipe, please share this video with them. And I cannot wait to have you hang out with me again in my kitchen.